The Polymarket Classic was another stop on the Paige Spiranac Redemption Tour. Welcome into the Dad by Golf Pod. It's Kyle Rush. It's Ben Taylor. And Paige dominated over the weekend. She absolutely dominated, and it's another.
She dominated the internet or the golf course or the Polymarket, all of the above.
All the above.
All the above.
All the above. She dominated the event. She played great. I think she kind of carried the team. And she continues to do what I think is really, really smart things to kind of rebuild. Let's just be honest. She took it on the chin in the Internet Invitational as far as bad publicity. I think she was kind of the punching bag for the whole cheating thing, cheating allegations, and she made some comments that were somewhat, let's just call it.
And the whole crying once you got called out for cheating, there were people.
It was bad. It was rough.
Like it was one of those that it started south and it got souther real quick instead of her being able to come back out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
so
I mean, it was literally days after the Internet Invitational. All you saw was clips of that hole and her basically cheating and then crying about it and getting called out about it.
And then it flashed back to earlier in the match. She talked about somebody not know. Clearly, you don't play competitive golf, and then
not knowing the rules. Yeah, it just got way worse.
I
mean, I'm not saying it. She clearly has a great following. Like it didn't ruin her career by any means. It didn't ruin her YouTube. It didn't ruin her social media. She's still very active in X or Twitter and Instagram and all that kind of stuff. And she still has the people commenting, both haters and lovers of Paige Spiranac. But I will say it took a hit, Kyle. I mean, you know, former Arizona State golfer. She gets out there. She plays in an invitational. It's like finally Paige is playing with all these dudes. She's in a dude's world. And then cheating. And so it took a little bit of a bump. I'm not saying it didn't derail it, but it took a big bump.
Did you say Arizona State?
I think that's where it was.
She played at University of Arizona and
Oh, she's gonna be super mad.
San Diego State. That's a pretty big deal. It's a pretty big deal, Ben. So the
like
Internet Invitational.
Like you with geography. I'm not real sure on schools.
I knew that didn't sound right, so I had to double check it because people will check.
University of Auburn.
Yeah. So the Internet Invitational, obviously you had that hit.
Yeah.
She's done a lot of really smart things, which I think lately she did the video with the Barstool guys, which was a really good video where they played her. She played from the front tees. They played a scramble from the back tees. She came off very likable again, I think. And then this Polymarket thing, she was not only likable, but she showed off that she's a freaking good golfer. Like, she is an awesome scramble partner. You know what I mean? Like, because she hits it probably 250 plus, like, and she can send it out there. You know, she could probably get close to 270 at times. And when you're playing from those up tees, she's really good. But the short game and the putting, man, she had a chip in. I think for potentially an eagle. Made a couple of really long putts, and then she made the killer putt at the end, which was like, it seemed like it was like 30 feet.
30 feet,
to absolutely dominate. They killed her and Big John, killed Claire, Hogle, and J.R. Smith. If you haven't seen it, they did it on the Polymarket app. They streamed it live. And now if you want to go back and rewatch it, I've seen it on Claire's page, and J.R. Smith has a page too. And they're both like in entirety, not edited. It's just a repeat of the live stream. So if you want to go back and watch it, but good stuff from her, man. This is exactly what you need. The filming for the Internet Invitational. I think I remember them talking about last year it being about this time. Like it's typically like around the beginning of August, and then they'll show it end of October, November. That's when it'll launch. Unless they speed it up this time. But yet doing all the things you need to do so that when you get back to the Internet Invitational, you're kind of riding this wave of positivity. I just think that's a good move.
No, it's good for her brand. I will say this, going back to the whole Polymarket thing, I think that this was a very one-sided match, in my opinion. And I think
it's
it
not
was
an opinion. It's just a fact. It was a
I mean,
complete
and I kind of
waxing.
thought that going into it, just because Big John, if you've watched any of him and any of his videos, and then he even has a conversation with Paige at the first part of the video where he talks about some of the places he's been trying to qualify and trying to get back out there, and he's been playing a lot of golf. And nothing against J.R. Smith, but I mean, let's call it what it was. He picked this up very late in life. I mean, this was a hobby of his that he picked up. And yes, he did go and play HBCU golf and was in the rotation. Like, he wasn't like one of the guys sitting. They took his score a lot of times.
I don't know about a lot of times, but he played.
And then Claire Hogle, I mean, I've seen very few videos with Claire, and I mean, she's an okay player. I mean, she hits it down the middle. She still can, she can bang it around the golf course. But I think Paige,
she's good. She's just not good enough to carry she's not good enough to carry a team.
Right. Yeah. And honestly, Paige played well enough to carry Big John, even though Big John's a good golfer. And so it didn't help JR and Claire the fact that Big John played decent, and then Paige played out of her mind with some of the shots that she made.
Yeah, some of the clutch putts. They both hit. I think he hit like the very first like real putt, and then Paige kind of took over from there. I want to talk about this event a little bit because I know what they're trying to do with the Polymarket Classic. Like, I know they're trying to do it to where that people can interact and bet live. But boy, they're not set up for carrying a live event. It was really hard to watch. Like, I thought that could have been some really, really good content. And it was, especially going back and watching it on YouTube, it was a really hard event to watch. The sound quality was not great. They couldn't get the mic situation. It's like they're trying to take the match, like the Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson or these big. They were trying to do one of those, but they're doing it on the Polymarket app.
It was even. I'll say this because you and I talked about it. The ESPN no sound that they did, or the Quiet Please. It was like the Quiet Please, because since there was no announcer during it, it was just interaction, just like it was. Except on the Quiet Please, they featured like 6 or 7 groups. On this, it was just 4 people. It was just one group. But
they'd be showing the camera of one, but the audio of the other would be playing. There wasn't a green cam. So they did have a shot tracer, which was great, but like, you never saw the ball like into the green. Like, you just saw it from all the shots were from behind. And then when we got to the green, they had obviously, decent footage when they're putting and stuff like that. But it was brutal. It was brutal. And I'm like trying to figure out a better way to produce that.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I've already figured it out.
All right.
The initial, so you can bet, you can't help it. You're going to have to go live. Like, you have to do it live. Otherwise, you're going to have to have everybody sign an NDA. And I think there's just too many people involved that something could leak out, and there could be some, I think you said beforehand, insider trading. Like, there should be somebody that does something that you just can't prove, especially if it's like a small bet. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be tough to, even with a non-disclosure agreement. So what they need to do is go ahead and do their live, let it be trash. But for people like us that I just didn't really care about betting on the match, I mean, number one, where we are, you can't bet online anyway like that. So you and I can't have an account in our state. But then go back and edit the dang thing and upload it to YouTube. So that way you can cut it down. You can hopefully, you've got the audio canned because you've recorded, so you can start matching up audio. You can start, put some more stick cams or whatever at the green so you can see, like you said, balls hit into the green and that kind of thing. So there's some changes they can make to make it
You just
better.
Can't live bet.
But I know that's the thing, is when it goes back. But the thing is, once it's on, like, they put the recording of the live stream up. They could have fixed that. They could have edited that. I mean, I told you when you go in.
But the replay is not the replay. Yeah, they could polish up the replay, but that doesn't fix the live event.
No, I said you're just going to eat the live event. It's just going to have to suck.
It doesn't have to suck. You just got to know what you're doing. Like you need, if it's two folks, like it's one group, you could have a traveling green cam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you could have a traveling green cam that's going from hole to hole.
It was like they understaffed it.
It was very, very cheaply done, which is funny because I know Polymarket makes just God knows what as far as revenue on a minute basis.
Hey, by the way, Polymarket, send the check. We appreciate
it. yeah, for real. They got to make that if they're going to do it. And I think this is, believe it or not, Ben, this is not the first one they've done. Apparently Big John won the last one too, which I was not aware of because I didn't know that this was a thing.
But even the camera, sometimes the players were fuzzy, like
glitchy. It was bad.
And so, I still say you got to clean it up after you do it live, but you got to do a better job of producing it. And surely Polymarket's got some connections with like miniature production companies. It was almost like when you saw the guys out there, and this is being really ugly here saying this, but it's like they grabbed the interns from the back and said, hey, grab a camera and we're going to take you out there and shoot this. And they basically had those Rode mics like you and I've got that you could stick on. And it was like, we'll just, do the best we can as far as audio going back and forth. When all they had to do was, and I understand that that's expensive, but get some sort of production truck and some sort of producer that could hop back and forth and be able to switch cameras and go that route. So,
that's got to be better. Now, to your point, if like the Internet Invitational did this, and I really thought it was awesome how throughout the year, if you've noticed, they're actually playing individual matches in their entirety. So like the show production, you didn't see every shot because there's just so many freaking people. It was like the most dramatic shots. Well, then they went back and released each individual match. You already knew how they played out, but you got to see the whole match, and that was really, really cool. I do think Polymarket should do that. Like that, they should have a polished up version for YouTube. You still just got to figure out the production piece if you're going to do these live events, because it's just like I would never after watching that, I would have zero faith that the next one would be any better. And like, I would not go watch it. Like that wouldn't entice me to download the app. I just wouldn't watch it. It was really bad.
Yeah. And they're not going to like that I'm saying this because they're going to have to spend more money to do it. I say that you ought to have 3 groups of 4 playing each other. So that way during some of that downtime, like when they're driving or when they're walking.
3 groups of 2?
3 groups of 3 different holes, two groups of 2 on each hole.
So 2v2 on each hole?
Yeah, 2v2 just like it was. And then
for 3 holes?
Do it for 3 holes.
And what's the purpose behind that?
So that way some of that downtime, like they're being asked to entertain as well as play golf, as well as be stand-up comedians, as well as try to.
There was a long time in between shots,
like
a lot of dead
create time. Small talk. I mean, I didn't watch it live. Like I was watching dude, I'm not watching all that stuff. I'm like fast forwarding through that. I don't really care what they're talking about in the cart moving.
Funny enough, that's what everybody thought when this idea of these type of matches, that's what everybody thought would be the most fun. Remember Tiger and Phil, everybody couldn't wait for the back and forth and stuff like that. And then they like never talk to each other.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they may talk a little trash once they get to the hole and stop, but for the most part, I mean, you're talking about people that play a sport that's a solo sport where they're out there just talking with their caddy, if they have a caddy. If they're college golfers like Paige was, then they're not talking to anybody. They're just so they're not entertainers to an extent. I mean, I think Paige has gotten to the point where she is fairly entertaining. Big John tries. But Claire,
I would say that they're like primarily entertainers, but they're not 24/7 live entertainers. Like they have editing crews that cut and clip out the best moments, but like just to like play 5 hours and you got to be on tilt the whole time. That's really tough. I want to switch to talk to some of the folks that were in it that I personally have not seen a lot of, and kind of get your thoughts. Big John, right off the bat. I remember him when, he got picked up by Carter, the DOD king, and he sort of played a caddy role. Like he was like his caddy or his hype man. He's actually a really good golfer. One of the funniest videos that I saw of him, I'm struggling with remembering who exactly he was playing with, but they were at a local club, and the marshal came up behind him. I think it was potentially Mason Nutt. Came up and he was like, "Yeah, y'all gotta quit filming, or y'all gotta do something like speed up kind of thing." So that was a really good one. But thoughts on Big John? I want to get your thoughts first.
There are a lot of people don't like him. I think he's trying to be entertaining, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think he's a decent golfer. I haven't seen enough of him to make some sort of judgment of, oh, I don't like that guy, or oh, I love that guy. Does that make sense?
I think that he is very good at what he does, but I think that just him being who he wants to be, or like the character that he's just like portraying, he's going to turn off a lot of people.
Well, that was where
is that fair?
I was going to say, I think that there's a lot of people.
His putter is god awful.
Yeah.
The backwards. I've seen. So obviously you have the traditional like shaft in the heel, and I've seen center shafts. I've never seen a toe shaft before, to where the shaft goes into the toe, and it's like you putt behind the shaft. That's wild.
I've seen 2 of them, and he's the second one. And the other one was more of like a joke type deal that they were filming. And I think it was on like a reel, and it was not him, but it was like a reel, or I don't know, like one of the videos on Twitter or something like that. That's the only 2 times I've seen that. And I was like, that's just dumb. I don't know if that's he likes using that, or if that's a little niche that he wants to,
something to make him stand out.
He like the DOD king. Everybody made fun of him because when he started playing competition golf, he started teeing it up, and it was like, well, he's teeing it up because he wants to hit a good shot. I mean,
in the competitions I've seen him play in, he ain't teeing it up.
Oh, they made fun of him on the last one. He teed it up a couple of times. Yeah.
Really? Which last one? What?
I've forgotten. It was on like X's videos that scroll through, and it's like, oh, here he is again, not teeing it up. Oh, here he is again, teeing it up. Here's again, teeing it up.
Well, I watched him in that. I've been watching him in that Players League. Players League.
Oh yeah, you've been watching that one. Yeah,
he's not teeing up there. I like him. I get it. You got to stand out. You got to be different. I just think he may be going too hard one way. That's going to turn off a lot of people. And I'm sure there's going to be people that say I'm being boring, or I'm an old, whatever I am. I'm 40. So it's like, it's not that's not appealing to me anymore.
Yeah.
Claire, I haven't seen a ton of her. I haven't seen a ton of her. I think she did play in the Internet Invitational last year. She's good. She's entertaining.
Yeah. I mean, she's not boring by any means. I mean, I think she's teeing up against Paige. Like Paige was one of the original internet girls.
Yeah, it's tough.
You know what I mean? I mean, Paige was one like during COVID was like doing shots in her apartment and that kind of thing. And it like all by herself, and people like started following her, and she stays. That's another thing. Paige, at her career, she stayed very involved in social media. When people reached out to her, good, bad, or indifferent, she engaged with them and she grew her audience. Claire, like, enjoys playing golf, and she's entertaining and she's attractive, but you're going up against, I mean, that's, that you're going up against one of the OGs of internet golf. And
was it the Internet Invitational? Or was it another video where someone was playing with Paige and they like pretended that they thought she was Claire Hogle, and it made her mad.
Oh,
she's like, what does she have? Like 2 million less, 2 or 3 million less followers than me, or something like that. So it's kind of weird to see them together, but Claire's a good player.
And they've done some collaborations, Claire and some others. If you go to their YouTube page, go to Claire's YouTube page. Clearly she understands that Paige is the OG, so she's asked her to help her do some things.
Yeah, exactly.
And
J.R. Smith
and dudes are going to watch. Let me just call it what it is. Dudes are going to watch when they do those.
J.R. Smith.
J.R. Smith is one of the hidden gems in golf right now.
I need more J.R. Smith.
And
we almost got it last year.
I still wish he would have thrown the club, by the way.
What's that?
I wish he'd have thrown his putter.
Yeah. He remember last year, he was supposed to play in the Internet Invitational.
Okay, so walk me through. You told me, and I completely forgot about all this.
So do you remember?
And you mentioned it, and then when you mentioned it, I was like, this started coming back to me.
So remember when they're picking teams or whatever, they're getting ready to pick teams, and they were talking about how they were missing somebody, and they had to find a replacement. And they ended up getting the girl who worked there. I think her name is Lacey. They got Lacey to play, essentially fill that missing spot. Yeah. Well, the missing spot was J.R. Smith. He missed his flight.
I completely forgot about that.
He apparently missed his flight, which he would have been phenomenal. I really enjoy watching him play. I love his story. I love everything about it. And Ben, can you think, the collaborations that he could do?
Oh my gosh,
would be phenomenal.
Some of the guys,
he turned LeBron on to golf, to the point where now LeBron's been on Bob Does Sports. LeBron's just obsessed with golf now. There's that. Just insert any NBA player that plays golf. You got Jason Williams now, who's going to play in the Internet Invitational. Those guys he could definitely get that collab. And not just the NBA. Imagine all the elbows you've greased and people you've bumped into being one of LeBron's guys. You know what I mean?
He's been on the Pivot podcast with those guys, and they've introduced him to other people because they're NFL guys, and so he started making friends with NFL. He could bring a lot. This has turned into his passion, dude. I mean, he's
graduated from college now, which is great.
At 40 or whatever, how old he is.
He graduated at 40. He's our age, which I love. So that's why that's another thing, dude. I feel like there's really not any 40 plus creators out there.
No, because they don't find us cool, dude.
Well, have you read the comments? The people that watch YouTube golf are 50 and 60 years old. The people that tell us in the comments. So maybe there is a space for, more seasoned individuals my man, J.R. Smith at 40 plus. It gives me hope. It gives me hope that maybe we could become creators one day if we really wanted to, other than just talking on a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff. The Polymarket Classic's got some work to do. There's potential there.
Oh my God.
Got to clean it up. Got to figure out your production. Got to get way better at it. It's just as bad as it could possibly be. It was hard.
You're going to have to invest in a production company to run this,
and you got the money.
I mean, that's the thing. You saw the numbers down there, moving. Now I don't know if that's fake, if that's a production, if that's the if they're just running that to kind of, the slot machines. They always say the slot machines always go off by the door, so that way you don't leave. They always want to make sure you hear that jingling, and you go, but you're like, oh, there's another one. Let me go back in. So you kind of wonder if those numbers running down at the bottom were real or fake or whatever it may be. But yeah, y'all, dude, Polymarket, y'all, with the money you've made, you got to put something into this. And
the money you spent, I'm sure that wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
It was fun. It just is. It was not, since in our state, we can't gamble on it. So I'm not going to watch it live. It was way too much to watch live, because
I'd have watched it live on YouTube. Probably.
Yeah.
I'm not going to download an app to do it.
No,
but
no. And so maybe they go to that space. Maybe Polymarket creates some sort of YouTube page, or they just piggyback off the participants' YouTube pages.
Or do both.
Yeah, or do both.
Sometimes when we do live shows for our other gig, we'll have it on multiple platforms.
Yeah. You
can
guys
probably
run on
link.
X
You can
and
probably
YouTube
link stuff like that.
Yep, forgot about that. Yeah, so yeah, they got some changes to make, but I think this was a good step because, as you said, Big John was in another one that I didn't even know about. I knew about this one because Big John and Paige teaming up and J.R. Smith. So I actually didn't even know it was going to be Claire in this. I was like interested. I'll be honest with you, my two top pulls were Paige and J.R. Smith. That's the reason I wanted to watch it. And so and that's another thing. J.R. Smith, he's got a YouTube page. Somebody needs to dip into his like golf bag and bring him on to do more stuff.
We got you, JR.
Yeah.
Hit us up, man.
We're with you, man.
We would love to be.
Hey, listen, these two all go. We'll go play with you.
All right, man. Oh, you got all these young folks out here. Get us. We'll come play with you.
Yeah, quit asking the young guys to play. Go play with some of the old dudes.
There you go. Guys, thank you all for listening. Let us know what you think in the comments. We pretty much respond to all of them. And thank y'all, all the new folks that have joined. Thank you for all the comments and all the good vibes. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe and tell a friend. We're out of here. It's another episode of the Dad Bod Golf Pod, and we're always stroking.